Winterization on an RV is one of the most simple as well as the most cost-effective thing that you can do. One of these is anywhere from $3 to $6, and it will save a world of hurt in the freezing months. Whether you're in Austin, Texas, where we get a freeze every few years, or if it's in Colorado, where you have to store it for the majority of the winter. And so what we're gonna do is go step by step. What steps you're gonna see today is on a travel trailer. They are all going to look a little bit different based on the RV that you have. Motorhomes, fifth wheels usually have an outdoor water bay that you'll be patching into. We will take pictures and show you that in our guide as well. But for the majority of time, we're gonna be running through the water pump in the way that you're gonna see today. And so after we go through the steps of draining the whole entire rig, hooking up your antifreeze, turning on the pump, and getting the pink stuff at all of the faucets, as well as the toilet and shower, you're gonna be a pro at winterization and feel really comfortable coming up this winter season. First step in the process, going to our low point drains and draining them. And we will also do the fresh water, which you can see is back there on the other side. All need to be drained. Next, you're gonna go to your water heater. You're gonna take a 1 1/16 socket and you're gonna put it on the plug. Go ahead and remove the plug. On Domestics, it's going to be a plastic plug. On Suburban water heaters, it's going to be an anode rod. And so whichever style that you have, the 1 1/16 works. To make everything flow faster, we just open up the pressure relief valve and let everything run out. Now, after you've opened up the low point drains and drained out the water tank, you're gonna make sure to bypass the water tank, turning these two valves. So now the water is flowing through the pipes and not into the tank. In line is the direction that it will go, the direction of the flow. This pointing in shows that the flow is going that way. In line shows it going on here. Some RVs will have 3 valves, one at the top, one in the middle, and one at the bottom. For those, you're going to turn the top and bottom so that it's facing away from the tank, and in the middle you'll be facing it straight up and down. You'll know it when you see it, and I also have a picture of it on this page in the maintenance guide. Now we have our pink stuff. We'll go ahead and open up the antifreeze. And this RV has a water hooked up to the water pump, a hose for winterization, which will go directly in. And then we will turn this valve, and that will, now it's in line with this hose. That means that the flow is happening this way. After this moment, we'll turn on the pump, and that will bring the antifreeze into the system. Now, not all RVs are equipped with this winterization tube. And if that is the case, then what you'll do is watch our PEX fittings video. And what you will have is to make a PEX on any kind of tube, but probably this braided so that it can flex. And you will put an elbow PEX fitting onto this and make your own winterization tube. Now, what you would do if you did not have this, make your new PEX tube, unscrew it on the inlet side, and screw your new winterization tube onto that, the intake side, so that it can pull from your winterization antifreeze solution. There are fifth wheels and motorhomes that have Nautilus systems on the outside, and these will have specific dials that will get winterization, and those are also going to be featured in the maintenance guide. Now that we have drained everything and turned on the pump, we'll go to each faucet and allow it to run out pink. Hot side, we wait for it to go clear or do a bubble, and then come over and pink right there. Now we go to the next faucet. Next we go to the bathroom sink. Wait for it to come pink. There we go, pink. Go to the other side. Goes clear. Then back to pink. Next we'll go to the shower. Running pink. Go to the other side. Clear and then pink. I usually keep the shower head down at the bottom, just so that it can run to the drain. Finally, we'll grab the toilet. Make sure it runs pink. And it can hold in the bottom there during the winter. And finally, we'll come to the low point drains. Wait for the pink to run out of each of these as well. Now that we have gone through, we're going to come back to the start, remove our winterization antifreeze, close the valve, remove the caps and anything, and that is winterizing the RV for winter. So now you have gone through the process of winterizing your RV. It might have seemed intense this first time, but I promise you it is going to just be easier year after year, and it's going to save you a lot of money and a lot of time. And so one of the things that I wanted to do was recap. We went to our low point drains and drained them, the hot and the cold, as well as the fresh water tank. Then we opened up the hot water tank and drained that using the pressure relief valve to make things go a little bit faster. Then we moved inside, went to the back of the water heater and turned the bypass valve on. For fifth wheels and motorhomes that have a wet bay and a Nautilus system, you will do the winterization there. Then we hooked up our antifreeze to our water pump, turned the water pump on, and then made sure that the hot and cold were running pink at each of your faucets. Now do not forget, for those who have an outdoor shower, you must do it out there as well. I have seen a ton of those be forgotten. So remember, outdoor shower, run it pink out there as well, and then make sure that you finish off at the low point drains to make sure pink is running out there. You got it. I have confidence in you. It's going to be a great winter season.